If you grew up hearing money doesn't grow on trees or rich people are greedy, those beliefs are sitting in your subconscious right now. Income potential as an entrepreneur is limited only by the value you create and the belief that you hold about what is possible. Corporate environments are scarcity machines. They are designed to keep you thinking small about money, opportunities, and your own worth. The risk isn't in leaving corporate. The risk is in staying so long that you never discover what you're actually capable of creating. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Confident Alchemist podcast, where bold women take the brave leap to build businesses and lives they deserve. I'm Debbie, and today we're going to talk about something that goes deeper than strategy, deeper than marketing, deeper than any business tactic I could ever teach you. We're talking about your money story and how it might be the real reason you're still sitting in that corporate chair. But I see constantly women who are talented, capable, and ready to build something extraordinary, but I can't make the leap. Not because I don't have the skills, not because I don't have the ideas, but because somewhere deep in their subconscious they believe there isn't enough. Enough money, enough clients, enough success, enough for them. That belief has a name. It is called scarcity mindset. And here's what most people don't know. You didn't develop it by accident. It was programmed into you by your upbringing, by your experiences, and significantly by your corporate environment. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how corporate programs scarcity thinking into your DNA, the neuroscience behind why abundance mindset actually works, daily practices that rewires your brain for prosperity, and why your money story might be the real thing keeping you stuck. Let me start by explaining something that might you a bit angry, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Corporate environments are scarcity machines. They are designed not maliciously, but systematically to keep you thinking small about money, opportunities, and your own worth. The first way corporate programs scarcity is through the salary ceiling. Every year, you sit in a performance review hoping for a raise. Maybe you get 5%, maybe 8% if you're lucky. And you're grateful because that's how the system works. But here's what the annual ritual teaches your brain. Your worth has a predetermined limit. Someone else decides what you are worth. And no matter how much value you create, your income is capped. After years of this programming, your brain generally struggles to conceive of unlimited income potential. The idea of earning based on value rather than time feels foreign, even dangerous. The second programming is the budget mentality. In corporate, everything operates within budget. You need approval to spend money. Resources are limited. Departments compete for funding. This creates a deeply ingrained belief that money is limited, that spending is dangerous, and that you need permission to invest. When you become an entrepreneur, this programming shows up as an inability to invest in your business, fear of spending money to make money, and chronically undercharging. The third programming is competition culture. In corporate, your colleagues are your competition. There are limited promotions, limited raises, limited recognition. Someone else's success often comes at your expense. This zero-sum thinking, the belief that someone else winning means that you lose, is pure scarcity. And it follows you into entrepreneurship, making you see other business owners as threats rather than collaborators. The fourth and the most powerful programming is security addiction. Corporate trains you to value predictability above all else. The steady paycheck, the guaranteed benefits, the known quantity. This addiction to security creates a deep fear of uncertainty. And entrepreneurship is fundamentally uncertain. Your brain, programmed for security, interprets that uncertainty as danger. And so it keeps pulling you back to the safety of corporate, even when that safety is slowly suffocating you. But here is where it gets really deep. Corporate programming doesn't create your scarcity mindset from scratch. It amplifies the money story you already have, the one formed in childhood. Watching how your parents talked about money, experienced money, feared money. If you grew up hearing, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that, or rich people are greedy, those beliefs are sitting in your subconscious right now, quite like sabotaging every financial decision you make. And corporate has been feeding those beliefs for years. Then let me show you the science behind why abundance mindset actually works, and more importantly, how to actually rewire your brain for prosperity. Your brain has a remarkable quality called neuroplasticity, the ability to form new neural pathways throughout your entire life. This means that no matter how deep your scarcity programming runs, you can rewire it. You can literally change the physical structure of your brain through consistent thought patterns and practices. Here's a fascinating piece of neuroscience. Your brain has a filter called the Reticular Activating System, or RAS. Its job is to filter the multitude of pieces of information your brain receives every second and show you only what it believes is relevant to you. When your brain is programmed for scarcity, your RAS filters out opportunities, possibilities, and abundance because it doesn't believe that those things are relevant to you. You literally cannot see what's available because your brain has decided it doesn't apply to you. But when you reprogram your brain for abundance, your RAS starts filtering in differently. Suddenly, you start noticing opportunities everywhere. Connections appear, ideas flow. Opportunities that were always there becomes visible. Now, let's rewire that brain. The first practice. The first rewiring practice is a money story audit. Get a journal and write down every belief you have about money, every thought, every fear, every story. Then ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it actually true? Does it serve me? Most of your money beliefs were formed before you were even 7 years old. They are not facts. They are inherited stories. And inherited stories can be rewritten. The second practice is an abundance evidence journal. Every day, write down 3 pieces of evidence that abundance exists in your life. Not big things necessarily. Maybe someone bought you a coffee. Maybe you found a parking space easily. Maybe a client paid on time. Train your brain to notice abundance in small things, and it will start noticing it in bigger things too. The third practice is the income expansion exercise. Every month, increase your mental income ceiling by 20%. If you currently believe you can earn 30,000 Rand a month, start telling yourself that 36,000 Rand is possible, then 43,000 Rand, then 52,000 Rand. Gradually, you expand what your brain believes is possible for you financially. This isn't wishful thinking. It's neurologically reprogramming. You're training your brain to see higher income. That's normal rather than exceptional. The fourth practice is the gratitude and generosity loop. Gratitude and generosity are the 2 most powerful abundance activators there are. Gratitude trains your brain to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. Generosity signals to your subconscious that you have more than enough because you can afford to give. Start giving, even small amounts. Tip generously, donate regularly, support other entrepreneurs. Every act of generosity is a declaration to your subconscious that abundance is your reality. The fifth practice is affirmations, but not the kind where you stare in a mirror feeling like a fraud. The kind that is specific, believable, and repeated consistently. Instead of, I am a millionaire, when you have 500 Rand in your account, try, I am building a business that creates increasing value every day. Instead of, money flows to me easily. When you're struggling, try, I am developing the skills and mindset to create financial abundance. Make affirmation a stretch, but not a lie. Your brain needs to believe them for them to work. Let me bring this home with the most important truth of this entire episode. Your money story is not just a mindset issue, it's a freedom issue. Every limiting belief you have about money is a chain keeping you in corporate. Every time you think, I could never earn that much on my own, you stay. Every time you think, entrepreneurship is too risky financially, you stay. Every time you think, I don't deserve to charge that much, you stay. Your money story is writing your life story. And if that story is rooted in scarcity, your life will reflect scarcity. No matter how talented you are or how hard you work. But here's the beautiful truth. You can rewrite your money story, starting today. Starting with one new belief, one new practice, one new decision to see abundance where you've been seeing lack. Entrepreneurship isn't financial risky. It's financial unlimited. The risk isn't in leaving corporate. The risk is in staying so long that you never discover what you're actually capable of creating. Income potential as an entrepreneur is limited only by the value you create and the belief that you hold about what is possible. Change the beliefs and you change the income. Beautiful souls. Your abundance activation starts right now with a decision to stop believing that scarcity story that corporate has been feeding you, a decision to rewrite the money story you inherited, a decision to see prosperity as your birthright rather than someone else's privilege. Scarcity thinking keeps you small, keeps you stuck, and keeps you in corporate. Abundance thinking sets you free to leap, to build, to earn, and to live a life that you actually deserve. Here's what I want you to do this week. Do your money story audit. Write down every limiting belief you have about money. Then choose one to rewrite, just one, and practice that new belief every single day for the next 30 days. Send me a message and tell me about your biggest money story, the belief that's been holding you back the most. I'll read every message, and I want you to help you to rewrite that. Remember, beautiful souls, abundance isn't something that you find. It's something that you activate. And it's already there, waiting for you to believe in it enough to see it. Rewire your brain. Rewrite your story. Reclaim your prosperity. Thank you for listening, beautiful souls. See you next week for another dose of truth, boldness, and transformation.
Thank you.